Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the bad button. That's all you got to do. Push the dice signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
Happy Tuesday. How everybody doing out there in Cowboy land? What's up, man? Welcome to the Sports Chatter Show. This your boy, Coach Lee. It's Tuesday night, day after Monday Night Football. We're back at it like we're mad at it. Man, it's time to run one with you guys. My partner in crime tonight, fellow Cowboy, historian, and fan. What's up, too?
Hey, just to let y'all know, you gotta watch these shows during the week because I told y'all this was gonna be the type of game the Cowboys played yesterday. I didn't want to wear the Cowboys hat today because I know my homie on the left was gonna wear it. So I wouldn't lie on y'all today and continue the season to keep being like this. Not, winning all these games, but this stellar play will remain the same. Believe that, man.
Just like that, man. It was enjoyable to watch last night, man. Them boys flying. Half the team is out on defense, so we got reinforcements coming. Yeah. I see you, Patrick. I hate too, man. We appreciate it, though. It's been a long time, man. We just got to stay the course. Stay the course. So, let me see. What we got tonight? So, we got... See Sean up in there. What's up, Sean?
We them boys. What up, Sean? Shout out to Sean all the way up in Canada. We the North.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But, man, that's going to get right in it, man, because, I don't know about you. I might have to go watch that game again later on, but it is what it is.
Yeah, man. That was a stellar performance. I would, too.
So this one, speaking of stellar performance, this is not what you do when you don't get your way. You don't just quit on your team. Shout out to this comment. This comment is from Quincy Sherman in our group in reference to a young man, Kayvon Pope, linebacker for Ohio State Buckeyes, quit on his team during the game. Have you seen anything on this too?
I seen it when I seen it through the airlines and social media on Saturday night when it happened. And I was, kind of bald. I didn't know the guy's team. I heard his name. I didn't know the team name. And Sunday I said, let me just look up on this. It was Ohio State. And I looked at who they was playing. And it was Akron. And
Akron
I kind of seesawed with this because he's a senior who's been in displeasure for a while in his college career over playing time. I believe he's a 4-star recruit.
Yeah.
We know what type of prestige Ohio State holds and who gets talked about in Ohio State. If any 3 or 4-star guys make that leap, they get talked about. But for the most part, they got the core. And then I took a team philosophy aspect on it. Yeah, you can't quit on your team, man. The way things are, you can't quit on your team. You showed displeasure, but at the same time, you had, with the way college football and the system's going down nowadays, you could have sat yourself out and went to another school. You don't do that type of stuff here. Now, it was noted that he thought that he was going to be in for a play. Coach waved him off. Got into an argument with him, left off the field, had a few tweets after, FU Ohio State, and then another tweet. Ohio State officials tweeted next day that he is dismissed from the team.
Got emotional, got caught up in the moment.
You got
I let some of his people in the circle pump him up. Man, F that team, dog. You do you, dog. You should be starting. Yeah, I should be starting. And got a hype.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of them, the first comment we have in there is from Justin. He said, probably the worst mistake of his life. I would say up until this point, potentially. He's going to regret it. He will regret it. Because guess what? You're going to be seen as damaged goods. If you any hope of going to the next level, that's a black eye on your resume. You quit during the game.
Black eye definitely on your resume. Exactly on your resume. Now he's dismissed from the team, still keeps the scholarship. I believe the way the world works right now, I don't think his chance at the league's probably done. But if I'm him right now, I'm trying to look into getting your mentality back in terms of, not playing and trying to get somewhere else to school or try to, make up with Ohio State and try to get another year in next year. I mean, a lot of people don't get no run at these colleges. But we can't act like we are not involved or haven't dealt with this as athletes either. I mean, I remember myself being young, coming up the ranks, not playing in certain games, and against the scrub teams you want to play. And even when against the scrub teams you don't play, I used to get mad. But as you grow up as a competitor, it's about the team game. So though you might have flashes of what this guy was thinking, quitting wasn't the way to go, man. It wasn't the way. If you wanted to quit, you should have quit earlier in your college career. You waited till your senior season to finally boil out when the last years before you was not getting no run either. So I don't get what was the rift there.
That's probably what the coaches probably saw. If you quit because you want to get him playing time, then you probably wasn't applying yourself. You probably wasn't studying film. You probably late at workouts. Probably half doing you great and tell him what that kid was doing. But like Patrick just said, he gonna have to try for the XFL. That's gonna be his best shot if he want to continue his playing career.
It's a fact. Hopefully, best for him as every athlete. But we all know how this game goes. There's somebody already taking your spot already. You probably already know that guy's name.
Let me see. Joseph Stewart says, Justin, I hope so. If he had abandoned one team, he had definitely abandoned and quit another. Instead of working harder, he quit. No participation trophy for him. And Fred says loyalty goes both ways. They were loyal to him, Mr. Fred. His scholarship was there. His meal plan was probably activated and ready for him. He had a roof over his head.
Absolutely. Shout out to Sports Talks with Friends. Quitting goes against team ball. Absolutely. Cheating does go against team ball. But for the person that's writing that, you know what else is? Going to get your quarterback.
Jab.
Even when you're not in here, I gotta get one.
Then Fred responds, and then Joseph responds to Fred, you're right, it does, but loyalty to the ones fighting beside you is paramount. I deal with all hell has to offer and fight with those that were fighting with me. Having a disagreement with the coach is one thing, but abandoning your team mid-game is irresponsible. Completely selfish and shows his loyalty is only for himself and not others. Hey, shout out to Joseph, man. Joseph, one of my buddies from high school. One of the hardest working dudes I ever played with. He was the first guy on the field, the last guy to leave in high school, man. So shout out to my boy Joseph Stewart, man.
Yep, that's how it's supposed to be. First man on, last man off. That's how it's supposed to be. You know, and everybody should keep their competitive spirits in through everything. You know, one thing about an athlete, at least for me growing up, is, you know, to have that mentality every single game. You know, everything's going to happen. Anything could happen, you know, from injuries to you not playing, you know, to the coach not playing you in a certain situation and he's playing you in the best situation. I've lived through it all, you know, and retiring from sports at the age of 25, you know, I seen it all. I felt like I was a professional. I never even got there. So for these guys in the professional ranks that are there, and mind you, you guys, you know, now Ohio State, now with the NIL, maybe the guy's not getting paid either with the new NIL. And the guys, you know, he just needs to take a leave of absence. I don't know. He could have did a lot more than do this. A lot less, that is. You know, so.
Let me see. Raymond says he might have a mental illness. And that was in reference to Godfrey saying, from what I read, he's been a problem since he got there. Could be where we would see in due time. Mental illness in the Black communities is bad. We ignore it most of the time. True. But sometimes it's not always the mental illness. It's just entitlement or lack of guidance. Agree 100% on that.
Entitlement, like guidance, the fact that you're Ohio State. But in your head, you should know that you're in the school. And this is another thing I say to people too. Like, when this recruiting process and all that's going on. Yeah, it looks good on paper. But I hope that people are researching. You know what I'm saying? Me, just being the type of guy, yeah, Ohio State's giving you the exposure. But you got to go in between the gaps, you know?
Right.
And like I said, if you knew from year one that the run wasn't going to go there. As a player, you want to, you know, he obviously was trying to compete. We're not going to throw that away from him, you know? But obviously, it wasn't getting him anywhere, so it just became frustration. But it had to be somebody, for a guy that's at Ohio State, somebody, even if it's not somebody at Ohio State, that could have helped him out in this situation. Maybe get him to a school where he could play. Because he was getting recruited to Ohio State, there had to be a couple other names, schools, that was looking at this kid.
That's true. Yeah, that transfer protocol ain't gonna look too good. And then, like I say, he's a senior. No, I don't know what his red shirt situation is and whatnot, but man, at the end of the day, you got to do better than that, young man.
Gotcha.
Now, if he quit at the end of the game, I get it. But the optics of it, from the outside looking in, doesn't look so good.
No, definitely not.
But yeah, we're gonna take our first break. We'll be back in about 15, 20 seconds.
Oh yeah, it's about to get roasty in here, so y'all come in.
Yes, sir.
I can do this for the next couple of segments. Trust me. If
yes,
you
sir.
have fun tonight.
Most definitely. Be back shortly.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's cornerback Delvin Breaux here from your favorite team, New Orleans Saints. I just want to go ahead on and give a shout out to STWF Media for allowing me to come on and talk about my testimony, my story, and also talk fantasy football. I just want to say thank you, man, for the honor. I appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight at 7:30 Central Time. Bro Show out.
Woo! Man. We back with that hot fire. Hit that hot fire like Dylan.
Dylan, it's about to get roasty in here. You know? Shout out to the group, man. Really, 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 man.
Shout out to the group.
Activity.
This next topic is what the group was made for. It goes both ways, called holding it down. So the reason for that being, this is in reference to a certain member of the group that was MIA for a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? He's still a solid man. And for those of you who are in the group, this is to shout out to our man Bumpy. Now known as Robert Cletus.
Cletus, Nelson, Bumpy, all wrapped in one. You just know it's him. And this know it's him. And it's been a crazy few weeks. Obviously, we have to state the obvious. Yep. Off season, we knew who was playing week 1. Saints Packers. And it looked like the Saints were gonna just lose based on everything. Injuries, QB problems, all that. And hey, Robert took full advantage of all that. That's why they call it the offseason. Took advantage of it though.
They did.
Talking crap to the fans, lives every morning, money rolls, bank rolls. And he had a lock that it was gonna win to the point where he had shoes and a matching outfit to go to the game. But this was the downward spiral. The game going from New Orleans to Jacksonville. And I don't think Bumpy knew that at the time. But he still believed in his team. That week 1 game came. That first touchdown went up. We ain't seen Bumpy no more after that.
That's true.
Which caused concern for the group because in the name of the life, money was involved. Bets were involved.
True that.
People, when they win, they want their money right then and there. Are they doing the same exact thing? I can't speak for everybody else. I do. So let's get into it. Cash
App. And here's the whole thing. We had a lot of new people that was in the group that was like, hey, this dude Dip, he owe folks money, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But the whole time, the people that know Robert, the whole time was like, he good for it, man. He's solid. So he popped up yesterday or today. He popped up today and screenshot with proof. And he said, hold all that noise. I'm still holding it down out here. Let's stop with the he don't pay his bets. I think there's one person that did get paid yet, and that's only because I couldn't reach him. Yes, I left Facebook for a minute. I'm still not on, just in a few groups. I'm still on, but just not. I'm still on, but just in a few groups. But we can stop with the foolishness. And he got the receipts to show where he set it up with folks. So that part of it, like we always knew, a man was good for it. Now, but let's get to the other part of it. Man.
The part of it is the reason why it all falls and boils. And hey, Bump.
That's me too, Patrick. Bump, I don't bet on sports either.
Bump, hope you watch. You my man, 100 grand. You my guy. I talk to you. You my guy. I haven't met you a day in my life, but I communicate with you, and we all know you're good. But it's the flip side of it. All a man got is what they come with. If you come with jabber, you come with spit and lick, and hey, I know there was some side problems in between all that, but you have to count back to the point in hand, no matter how mad you are or mad the situation's going on. Because there's money right now, you may not care, but the public deserve their confessional. I feel like the group still deserves a live in which you're explaining to yourself about the Packers' loss. You don't have to explain what happened during it or whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you're okay. But you have to let us know about that loss and how you was feeling about the loss. Not about everything else that happened that day, the loss. Because from what everybody is contemplating is that it happens when the Packers lose and when there's this type of money on the line. Now, there's ways to go about it, but back to Patrick, man. Shout out to Patrick here. Lee already commented on it. That's why I quit betting on sports. That money got to be in somebody's hand or something, so that when the wins or losses comes, the money's already drawn. That's straight to hell. Like that's the way you bet. I say it like this. I say it to people all the time, from my kids to my wife to my mom, everybody. If you walk into a store and you want to purchase something, make a bet or something, you're not doing that for free. The cashier and a person saying and giving you your total. So that's how you're supposed to do it. And he's done that a couple times. Even one time he betted with somebody, a couple people, he gave the money to me. The other person gave his money to me, and that's how a bet should go. Both people have a money in a purse. When the game's over, you might not want to send it to that person because you're mad, but the banker got it. And there you go. You're gonna get
no foul at that point.
You're gonna get your push-ups.
Transaction.
Push-ups. We want to know how that loss felt. So Cletus, I'm asking you, Cletus, please. You need to explain. I know it was 2 weeks ago, going on 3, but we need some explaining of that game. How you was feeling about that. Though the Packers are up now. And hey, I'm gonna be real. I'm happy that though the Packers have won 2 straight, you're not out on the Packers like that. Because then I would have been going crazy on you. I'm telling you, boy. I would have been in your messages all day talking about you talking that smack when the Packers win. But what happened week 1? I would have been on you, boy.
Yeah.
But in all, bro, I respect you. People in this group respect you for the new people that betted with him and didn't have to deal with this the first time. I truly understand where you're coming from. Because that's not what you want as a first impression. But I met Bumpy through social media. He invited me to this page where we're on here displaying, our talents. And I thank you for that. He's a good hard-working person, man. So shout out to him. We need 150 push-ups. 50 for me, 50 for Blissful Rublix. We need 200. We need 200.
He gonna be swole when he get done.
Yeah.
Where did the Cletus come from?
He's watching too much watching Leave It to Beaver. Watching too much Leave It to Beaver. Well, man.
Let's see. But he's good. Like we said, he's good for it. That's water under the bridge now. Everybody's been paid. Only thing that's left right now is, like I say, we gotta have that confession.
Gotta have that confession. Y'all look at a comment right here from Sydney McMillan. It says you need to get you a rake because betting ain't for you. Hey, might be some Billy Hoyle white man can't jump betting type of approach. You know what I'm saying? Because you just always think you're gonna win. In some way the luck's gonna come. I'm not saying that, he's won a lot of money, he's lost a lot of money. That's the risk you take when you betting.
That's true.
So shout out to Sydney on that comment, man. That might
win
be
some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day.
Absolutely. You live to fight another day. No bull.
Shout out to Pops.
We
see you, Unc. We see you. I figured that's where it was. Talking about them 50 push-ups.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? This dude over here, I thought you was bumpy for a second, bro.
What pissed me off is how people had something to say who
ain't bet.
Who didn't bet, who ain't bet. Yeah.
But big homie for a second. If I can speak on that. This is what the kind of fire does. It's like a stadium of fans. You know what I'm saying? It's like the media. It's like us talking about certain things that we talk about. It's opinionated. You know what I'm saying? So that all that comes in full circle. You know what I'm saying? If anybody should know that, any people, it should be us. We know that. You know what I'm saying? And we all as men and adults and as humans, you know what I'm saying? We got to step to the plate whenever it's dusty, whenever it's clean. Right. Home run, triple, single, double, strikeouts. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, there was something on the side that happened in this situation, which, you know what I'm saying, can carry over for, another situation, another segment, whatever. But from a bettor standpoint, the outsiders going raw all day, dog. People going to stir the pot all day because they want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because they got them on the ropes pretty. Then Green Bay loses to the Saints. And rather you may not think it or not, a little stir of the tea probably came from you, me, Lee, people that he knows that are playing with him. But then people think they can play him the same way they can, and then this all goes up like this. This is what happens.
Right. Patrick says, I'll bet some free air and water.
Right, exactly. Bet some in real. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like bet on certain things. Like, you know what I'm saying? I bet, like, me and Unc, we got to bet for December. Saints and Cowboys. And we know we both $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Because that money gonna come right there. You need it? Boom. The game over. Boom. 0-0.
Man.
I made that bet. Cool. If he want me to deposit to somebody, guess what? We gonna get it. So we gotta all just work on the system as people that want to bet and try to make a flip. all the propagandas and tools in the right way. So that forward, you know what I'm saying, we're not getting this. The person got the cash. And that's Hey, whatever, man. The stakes, as the Saints get hot, if the Cowboys get hot, and they're both good teams when it goes, we can throw the stakes up as much as you want, boy. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
December the 2nd. Everybody already looking forward to it.
That's in New Orleans or Dallas?
It's in New Orleans.
Too calm before Christmas in New Orleans.
The admins can start holding the winners in the group. And that's the one thing about our group.
Y'all gonna have me like Bumpy, dog. Y'all gonna have me like Bumpy out. Saints fans, y'all are ruthless, man. Y'all are ruthless.
They are. They have no chill.
Hey, Patrick, I raised you 2 cig. Hey, I don't smoke cigarettes, Patrick, but 2 of you know. Right, exactly. I like this call right here. The admins can start holding the winners in the group. Right, that's how it should be. No bull, that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying?
One of our rules in there.
We all have fun in this game.
Make a bet, gotta pay it.
Exactly. You know, gotta pay the bet, man. As soon as that's 000, dog, you know, like the sports book, dog, that cash comes right in your deposit, right in your account. As soon as you win.
Yes, sir. But man, hopefully he get back up in there. I look forward to the chatter because I would have to say, watching somebody from the booth give fellow Saints fans the business, I love it.
Oh, dang. We love it, though, man. That's the fanism. This is what we knew was coming before it came, the NFL season. You know, there's still teams that's undefeated and still crying. Shout out to the teams that ain't winless and can celebrate something. Because there's a couple of teams that are still crying and losing bets.
Man, we're going to take our last break for the night before we hit our last segment. But Bumpy, get back up in there, dog. We need you back up in there, player.
Oh, yes. Definitely do.
We'll be back in about 15 to 20.
That was good with the people. It's Montreal McNeander, NFL linebacker for the Cleveland Browns and Grambling alumni. I had to come through today. Give a special shout out to my dudes over at STWF Media, the big brand, where you can talk sports with the other NFL players, fans in their Facebook community. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go get them boys a shout out. Go check out their page. And I promise you, man, you're gonna love everything that you hear and enjoy it.
Back just like that.
Get it. Yeah.
This last one's kind of has some fantasy football implications. You know, we're real big on that fantasy football around here. If you are too, make sure you tune in Sunday mornings, 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern time.
Yes. Check in for your
Sunday morning.
Absolutely. Shout out to all the guys participating in all fantasy leagues ran by this lovely group. Shout out to Unc, you know, giving weekly by weekly, you know, predictions, weekly by weekly reviews, previews, all the above, man. Shout out to that man pitting in business right now as he's watching the show. Now, that's a hard worker right there.
Say, Uncle Leroy, who out there still muted?
If you're still muted, then you're crying like the Giants, the Jets, Colts, Jags.
How are you doing in your leagues, man?
How am I doing in my leagues? Well, this is kind of I play in a few Yahoo leagues, play a few ESPN leagues. I'm kind of heavy on ESPN, but the Yahoo leagues have been treating me very, very, very well. You know, shout out to the Junior League. I'm 2-1. Took my first loss yesterday. Don't feel bad about it. There wasn't much I can do in terms of the lineup. You know, my roster was what it was. I lost by 14 to the defending champ. It came down to Monday Night Football. Miles Sanders, you know, didn't do nothing. Cowboys blew him out, went into a passing game. He wasn't effective. I took the loss like a man. But, hey, I'll see that man again because I'm holding that trophy at the end of the season. Let's believe it.
No doubts. No doubts.
ESPN leagues, I was literally shitting the bed in all of them but one. I play in about 4 in that part game. I picked up my first win in 3 of the 4 leagues. In the other league, I'm undefeated. So, so hey, in terms of my seasons, I play this. I do this a lot. Like people might say, you're bugging, but at the end of the day, I love it. If I cash in, lovely Christmas gifts and all that stuff, comes along with the holidays. If I lose, I'm still gonna enjoy the holidays. But I'm just gonna be a little mad that I didn't win. That's all.
So we got 2 rookies still muted. And Maurice just got unmuted yesterday.
Shout out to Maurice, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk your crap, man. Pour Gatorade on you. Feels empty. Like, feels empty not being able to talk on the group, man.
So the next one we got is No Doubts. That's what we do.
Right, no doubt. Fact, no doubt, man. And the fact that we speak on it before the games approach, extra nod for y'all. No both. Get real. Toot the horn. Toot our horn. What's going on, Chris? You from Georgia? What's going on, Georgia?
Yes, sir.
Georgia.
Shout out to you, man.
Shout out to
the claiming them Falcons, are you?
Shout out to the Falcons. You got to win the other day. They got a reasonable schedule the next few weeks, man. They can chop up some wins. About another win or 2 they can get in the next 4 weeks.
Let me see.
Oh, he's a Bengals fan.
Bengals fan, okay. Hey, I called that game too. I picked that game in my pick'em. So definitely.
That's our PS4. Oh, that's our PS4 Madden 2001 winner. Shout out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Lucky I ain't playing. Bust your behind.
Who they or who that? He's a who they, I'm assuming.
Oh, he's a Bengals guy. Shout out to the Bengals, man. Shout out to that nucleus. Jamal Chase played everybody all preseason. He's catching the ball now. I just need a couple touchdowns next week for my guy, Joe Nixon. And I can ride with you, you know what I'm saying, supporting the Bengals.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. So the last topic we got is, I guess it's kind of like the gift that keeps on giving. But this guy got another chance, and this is the Josh Gordon. He was recently reinstated again, and he was supposed to be signing with the Kansas City Chiefs. I saw a lot of people, some of the groups I'm in, on the leagues I'm in, jump out there and go get him. Okay. I see. I'd probably do it too. Pick him up off the streets and might do something. But the first thing came to my mind is, how old is this cat?
Josh Gordon. Oh, we get us a part to that. We're gonna find out how old he is right now. Josh Gordon, definitely around. Definitely got to be in his 30s.
He's 30.
He's 30.
He turned 30 in April.
Yep, 30, April 13, 1991. His career, career receiving touchdowns, he has 20 of them. But this is crazy. This has all the wrongs. I'm sorry. What do you guys seeing? Can I see, like, you got videos of him working out and things like that? Like, why do you keep giving this dude this NFL spoon, regardless of the practice squad spoon or professional spoon? This is not setting the right example. There's somebody right now sitting there watching this man get signed and saying to themselves, or probably in the same situation he's in and about to become a professional or something. It's not a good look. This is not a good look. And all teams, the Chiefs did this. The Kansas City Chiefs did this. It's a sad situation. Because we always wanted him to be up and do good. And it's never gonna be that way with him. It's never gonna be that way with him. Ever.
So this is something I didn't know about this guy, man. played at Baylor
Mm-hmm.
from the Lone Star State. But he did receive multiple D1 offers, but he picked Baylor because he was on supervised probation at the time, which required him not to leave the state. And then he got in trouble at Baylor. Now, if you get suspended and kicked off the team by Art Browse,
it's a problem.
It's a problem. Things ain't going well for you. And I didn't realize he actually had transferred to Utah, to University of Utah, but he didn't play because he didn't play during the season. So I thought he was at Baylor the whole time. So this guy been getting in trouble for a minute.
Wounded. It's crazy. It's wild. It's crazy how these opportunities, and we're from the communities, we're from the neighborhoods. We've seen plenty of stories like this. You know what I'm saying? A guy that we praise, that has ability, and you see him getting in these situations, but still get out, and there's a key for him. Meanwhile, everybody else is working, continually working, not getting in trouble.
Yeah.
And he still gets a job. This guy still gets a job.
Yeah.
Now,
okay, troublemaker.
Like 8 seasons ago, this was cool, you know, because you was young. But this is repetitive, and after a while, it's like seeing the old same guy that you idolize, you know, not giving it up. Give it up, bro. Give it up. Give it up. And I can't even blame him because the Chiefs signed him. The Kansas City Chiefs signed him.
Shout out to Don Vito, our Chiefs fan. He said, "Bring your weed head ass over here and ball out."
I mean, Bill Belichick couldn't change him. That's the thing, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, Belichick can do nothing with you. You probably can't. Actually, Belichick. What's my man name up in Seattle? Pete Carroll. He's a player's coach. So you had both ends. You had the hard nose of Belichick, couldn't get you straight. You had the player's coach and Carroll, couldn't get you straight. All the time I thought maybe it's because he was in Cleveland originally, but no. At the end of the day, it's going to be on you.
Lingering. I mean, this has been in his system since he was young. You know what I'm saying? Rather be drugs or just the troubles. And now the upbringing and all that, you know, we can't bash and all that, but we can speak on the man that we have seen for the last almost 10 years. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not going to scream for that man that's doing that to get a job or this man that should have a job. I'm not going to scream that. But it's somebody right now that's, you know, available, not only available, but in a clean state to be in the league, but yet he gets another opportunity. Now, I know he got to work his way up from the practice squad there, but, I mean, you're not signing him just – I mean, it could be a Tim Tebow thing. That's the thing, too. It could be a Tim Tebow thing where he gets in there and, hey, maybe it doesn't work out. But we've seen this before with him. And in some way, somehow, he slides into that 53-man roster. And I think that he's going to keep it cool. I just want to see what happens once he hits the 53-man roster. Because that's where all the trouble starts.
That's what it tells, huh? Yeah, it does. Once that carrot is really not in front of him anymore, it's kind of business as usual. That's when he usually, you know, kind of has his issues.
It's crazy, man. Josh Gordon.
Another XFL candidate. I agree.
And the NFL just keeps on letting him back in. Just keeps on letting him back in.
That's one thing, though. As long as you can take that rock, as long as you can score touchdowns, dunk the basketball,
I'll call him Rock Gordon.
You're going to always have a place.
Rock Gordon, man.
That's true. He has been more suspended more games than he's played. I wouldn't disagree with that.
He has. Definitely has. Guy needs to mature. And I'm gonna speak on this. I'll say it. He's there. We can't change the fact that it's happened. So, Josh, good luck to you, man. Real talk. Good luck to you. And I hope that, everything works well. I hope that you can help the Chiefs however they think that you can help them. And good luck,
man. See, he did good his rookie season. Don't like he had any issues.
Awesome. He balled. He had an all-pro. He was in the ranks for one of the best receivers in the league. Like, he was there. Like, it then just got suspended, and then got suspended again, and then it just boiled. In a league, in an organization, in a business where, position ranks and all that change like the wind, you can't afford no slip-ups. Can't even afford one slip-up. Some people are in one slip-up, and you can end up like AB. Or you can end up in one slip-up and end up like Jamarcus Russell. Or you can end up in one slip-up and end up like Ryan Leaf. Come on, bro.
That's true.
Or you can end up in slip-up and end up like Josh Gordon. The new standard of slip-ups is Josh Gordon.
That's true. But, man, it's all good things. Yeah, how did he keep getting these do-overs? I don't know.
Hey, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
It's who you know. That's
and
true.
He knows some people that knew Andy Reid because Andy Reid is interested. And then they said, we're going to put you on the practice squad to see what you can do, brother. Against our defense that can't stop a nosebleed. So, yeah, Josh Gordon will be on the team in a few years.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, wasn't Andy Reid the head coach when T.O. was in Philly? And he couldn't do nothing with T.O.?
Couldn't do nothing with T.O. But, I mean, it's just that right there was
Kareem Hunt.
And mind you, T.O. got in trouble a couple times with that team, but overall, T.O. wasn't a trouble guy. He was just a receiver that was just on a different space in the spaceship,
That's
different
true.
spaceship than every other receiver. In terms of the marketing and all that, he was the cream of the crop.
Man, I hate them Eagles, but I'll tell you this: they probably would have done something if McNabb hadn't have been there.
Right. Or McNabb would have just been like, hey, guy, I'm the QB. People don't realize you got Trent Dilfers that won championships, it's Joe Flacco's and, these QBs that have won championships, and they're not the most important person on their team. Mm-hmm. But they're the QBs of the team. So to an aspect, the QB is going to get a hell of praise if you win a Super Bowl. And I think that's what Donovan McNabb's problem was, that he got too much into himself, that those championships never came to him because he was thinking too much. And then when you got in position and had a guy like Terrell Owens come to you, a generational talent that nobody could stop at that time, played on screws in the Super Bowl. You're not gonna pitch your ego to the side, bro? Come on,
That's
dog.
what happened when you got that spiked chunky suit.
Like T.O. said, slap the chunky right out of him.
Oh man. But hey, who you got for shout outs tonight, brother?
Want to give a shout out to everybody watching here. Shout out to everybody. Newcomers, seen a couple newcomers tonight. Shout out to you guys. Yes, since I've been, doing this time with y'all. Keep coming in, keep flooding in. We'll do our part, to get you guys more, intrigued into the episodes, maybe previews, something like that. But other than that, man, shout out to all you guys. Shout out to Public Garden, where, you can look them up on Facebook, for your nice apparel,
No doubt.
If you like that green.
Hey, shout out to Patrick, Sean, Blissful, RBLX. Let me see who else he had coming here tonight. We had a lot of new people in here tonight.
A lot of people. Shout out to my man Sean from up north, man. It's top of the north. He says the Cowboys are the Maple Leafs of America. Maple Leafs.
Coach Hill, I see you.
Yes, Coach Hill's in the building. Coach Lee tomorrow, on our basketball show, the Waco Terror, be talking about their weekend, and some other things spying up. You see the NBA right now is in media session.
Yep.
A lot.
Shout out to Chris. The Bengals ever. All right. But yeah, so make sure tomorrow we got a nothing but basketball show tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. Like Tu just said, training camps. I mean, the training camp started. Media day was yesterday. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. As far as tonight, get in a group, like, comment, subscribe. And real quick, I hate to end it on a downer, but I got to throw this out there real fast. Shout out to my fellow teammates from high school, man. We lost a good one today. RIP to my man Stacy, man. We're going to miss you, dog. Keep smiling down on us, brother. We love you, man. And we're going to hold it down for you down here, man.
Lucy, my condolences go out to him and his family.
And yeah, man, it was definitely horrible, man. But hey, life goes on, unfortunately. We're going to hold that man down, like I say. But make sure y'all come tune in tomorrow. Everybody will be here. We're going to clown like we always do. With that being said, we appreciate y'all. See you next time.
Take care.
Peace.